We finally have some great news for Social Security beneficiaries, including retirement, disability, SSDI, and survivors. Let's get right into all of the details. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video as it's totally free to do so, and I am back every single day to keep you updated with all of this information just like what I'm about to share with you in this video. Also, please feel free to share this video or any other videos right here on the channel with your friends, family, and social media so we can continue to help out as many people as we can during this very difficult time. Thank you. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and let's get into the details. All right, one quick note, and then we will talk about all of this really good information about Social Security beneficiaries. So over the last couple months here, I've been out in a couple different videos talking about the SSI Restoration Act, which would ultimately raise benefits to 100% of the federal poverty line for SSI beneficiaries. Well, on those videos, I've seen a number of comments down below saying, this sounds great for SSI beneficiaries, but what about Social Security? Guess what? Your time has finally arrived. Yes. So what we're about to talk about in this video is specifically focused on Social Security beneficiaries. This is good stuff. All right. So I wanted to make that very clear that this is about Social Security and not SSI this time. Good stuff. All right. Let me talk you through all of these really cool details. So this is a new plan that was just introduced by Representative Gwen Moore. It is called the Social Security Enhancement and Protection Act. Yeah, you haven't heard that one before, have you? No, because I just found this and it was actually just introduced yesterday. Good stuff. All right, let me talk you through the details because what they want to do in this plan is they actually want to raise benefits in a number of different ways for millions of beneficiaries. I read through it and it's actually pretty cool here. So let me get into all these details here. So number one, they want to raise the minimum special benefit. So the special minimum benefit is what they're calling it. They want to raise it to 100% of the federal poverty line. Yes, you are hearing me correctly. They want to raise the special minimum benefit to 100% of the federal poverty line. Now, let's talk through this a little bit further, and then we will run through some numbers as to what they're actually looking at. So the special minimum benefit, they did not specify exactly what they mean by that. However, I would anticipate if it's any benefit under the federal poverty line, I would probably anticipate that would fall into what they're calling the special minimum benefit. All right, so with that being said, let's talk through what they actually mean by this federal poverty line. What does it actually mean? How much money on a monthly basis? Well, according to my research, the federal poverty line right now is $12,880 each and every year. If we divide that out on a monthly basis, it comes out to $1,073 each and every month. So that, according to my research, is the federal poverty line, $1,073 each and every month, which is exactly the same level that they want to raise the SSI benefit up to, according to the SSI Restoration Act. So we're seeing this good, a lot of people coming out basically saying, let's raise benefits to a minimum across the board for basically all of these federal beneficiaries to 100% of the federal poverty line. Give or take a few dollars, $1,073 each and every month. This would be absolutely amazing for literally millions upon millions of beneficiaries, right? Good stuff right there. So that is number one way that they want to raise benefits for Social Security beneficiaries. Now, within this plan, they actually do have a second way that they want to raise benefits. Now, this one is a little bit confusing, so let's talk through this and then I can elaborate a little bit further if needed. So here's what they want to do. They want to raise benefits by 5% for any beneficiary who has been receiving benefits for 20 years. However, there's a phase-in process. They want to start phasing in this 5% raise for anybody who's been receiving benefits for 16 years. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Maybe they want to do like at 16 years of benefits, maybe they want to start phasing in at like 1% a year for 5 years or 1.25% a year for 4 years. I'm not really sure how they want to do it. I didn't really see any specifics, but either way, they want to give an additional 5% raise for those beneficiaries who have been receiving benefits for a long time, right? 16 years at a minimum. that would start the phase-in, and then 20 years would be anybody who's been receiving benefits for 20 years. It sounds like you would get a 5% raise as well. So again, seems a little bit weird. I mean, it's good ultimately, but it's kind of confusing. So then my next question would be, would this 5% be on top of the annual cost of living adjustment? I would anticipate the answer is probably yes, right? So there's a few questions I have about that 5% thing there, but either way, at the end of the day, an extra 5% would be pretty nice, right? Yes, I think all of us would probably agree 5% would be nice, but realistically, 5% would not actually translate into a whole lot of money at the end of the day. Let's just put it into perspective. If you're receiving a $1,000 monthly benefit, 5% would be $50 a month, which I guess, it's pretty nice. I guess, I don't know. I would take it, right? Seriously. So anyway, let's get into this and talk about it a little bit further. So as I've talked about in previous videos, the SSI Restoration Act. Let me compare these two proposals and how these things compare. So here's the thing. This new one, the Social Security Enhancement and Protection Act, which we're talking about in this video, and the SSI Restoration Act, they are two separate proposals focused on two separate programs, SSI and Social Security. They're not the same thing. Even though they sound very similar, they are not the same thing. However, the similarities that they have is that both programs want to raise benefits to the federal poverty line, which happens to be that $12,880 each and every year, or $1,073 each and every month. And now again, give or take a few dollars, because of course, their calculations are always a little bit different than mine, but it should be very, very close to that $1,073 a month. This is awesome. So Gwen Moore is, she's got it going on. Actually, she introduced a separate proposal maybe like 3 weeks ago. I actually brought that to you. It was something totally different, but once again, they want to, this representative, she's actually doing quite a few good things here. So this is an awesome proposal. The reason is, we do know that there are a few other proposals floating around out in the world right now to raise Social Security benefits. In fact, there's one from the president who, introduced this back when he was campaigning to raise benefits to 125% of the federal poverty line. But once again, we haven't seen anything about it literally in probably 8 months, 9 months. We haven't heard a single word about it. We also have the other plan out there by Bernie Sanders, which again, raising benefits to right near that federal poverty line once again. But again, haven't heard a word about it in, probably a year, something like that. So yeah, this is the first proposal that we've seen come out of the woodwork here in a long time, focused on specifically Social Security beneficiaries. And this one is hot off the press. This is good stuff. So we're seeing this transition into helping out low-income and fixed-income Americans lately. We've seen a number of proposals coming out, just like the one the other day, to raise SNAP benefits to by 30% starting in October. That's really good also, right? So there's a lot of really good programs coming out here. This is awesome. So it's only a matter of time until they pick one of these up, start running with it, and ultimately get a touchdown, right? Anyway, so this is good. I'm super excited to see this proposal finally hit the table. This is something that would literally help out millions and millions of Social Security beneficiaries. Literally, this would be so helpful for so many people. It would result in hundreds of dollars in a raise to your monthly benefits going forward when they actually implement this. This is awesome. So I hope this helps you out. Please make sure to share this video with your friends, family, social media. There's probably a lot of other people out there who are looking for this information. So just remember, I'm back every day to help you out with this stuff. Subscribe right down below the video. Share this with your friends, family, social media. And of course, I will keep an eye on this very closely, and I will keep you updated with any other information that we get going forward. So thanks again for your support. Share, subscribe, and check out any other videos right here on the channel. Thanks again. I appreciate it, and I will see you again in the next video.